Hello everyone, I hope everyone is having a wonderful Sunday morning. I hope you're in a way better mood than I was yesterday. I had a long day at work yesterday and I was pretty grumpy when I got home. Yeah, so I thought I have a lot to do today around my house. I have so much cleaning to do. I have 4 dogs and 4 children, so this house gets messy. And when I work all day, it gets even messier because there's no one to clean up after anything. But I thought while my family is still sleeping, that I would make some coffee, take a shower, get ready, and kind of enjoy my morning. And today do my makeup with you guys. I did my full face again as I did the last time I did this video. I don't know, I don't ever break out like this. I mean, not since I was a kid. So I don't know what I've been using that is breaking me out. And I've been, I haven't really tried any new foundations or concealers or anything. So I'm really confused. Today what we're going to do is kind of an overview, and we're going to use the Scott Barnes Natural #1 palette to do an eye look. I've swatched it, but I have not used this on my eyes, and I really want to. I think it looks super beautiful, and I can do whatever I want to my eyes because I'm not going anywhere today. Well, I have to go to the grocery store, but I'm just pulling up and picking up, so I'm being lazy and I'm not going into the store. It is a very snowy day here today, and I want to just relax. I keep thinking someone woke up, but it's my dog. I have 4. I have a pit bull. This was working. What happened? Does it have to be connected? No. Okay, so when I went and charged this so that it would, oh no, this is not what I would have wanted in my inner corner. Let's try to fix that. Because it is like super pink. Okay. Glad I brought a whole bunch of brushes. We're going to use Muted, which is more of a muted color. I still get kind of embarrassed when my family hears me recording. It doesn't stop me, but I'm kind of like, I'd rather be doing this when they're sleeping, you know what I'm saying? Or when they're not home. I just feel like I can be more of myself instead of feeling like, are they listening, or do they think I'm stupid? You know, I'm trying to talk my youngest daughter, my 15-year-old, into doing a YouTube channel because she does makeup amazing. She's so talented, and she's completely self-taught. Obviously, she's 15. So Muted is this color right here. So it's very, very skin toned. And I think I'm going to go into this color on here. Sounds like they got out of the kitchen. It's called Vintage. And it is a light brown, very, very light brown. You can almost not see it. And I'm going to put that in the crease of my eye. I used the Scott Barnes contour palette today, and I used his blush palette, which I didn't get a chance to use yesterday because I got it after I got home from work and my makeup was already done. And I was way too tired to like wash off my makeup and do it again. Yes, I do nails, but it gets exhausting. I had, you know, I should be grateful, and I am super, super grateful. I had a client yesterday, most incredible woman. She gave me a ring. I was admiring the ring she had on her hand, and I just was like, that is just stunning. Like, your ring is beautiful. She had two on that were similar, and she had a bunch of jewelry on that was all the same stone, which was jade. And it just looked beautiful. And this one ring in particular that she was wearing, I just was like constantly like looking at it, and she was like, you really like my ring, huh? And I was like, I do, I really do. Where did you get it? You know, maybe I can find one. And she's like, oh, I doubt that. She's like, I've had it for very many years. And let's see, I don't know what to go into next. I kind of want to do something I haven't done before, but this is also a neutral palette, so I mean, there's not really much in here I haven't done. Oh, that one's pretty. Maybe we should do that one. I don't know. Out of those two, I'm thinking. We're gonna do the Bordeaux, which is the redder of the two. And I was like, oh, that's too bad. It's just a beautiful ring. And then I kind of like tried to stop looking at it because I felt kind of like, okay, she's noticing that I'm being a ring creep. And I got done, and she took off the ring and she handed it to me, and I was like, oh, you know, I thought she was kind of giving it to me to like maybe try it on, because I was like, wait, and so I put it on and I was like, oh, it's beautiful. And then I went to hand it back and she goes, no, it's yours. And I was like, you're kidding me. No, I was like, no. I was like, thank you, but I can't take that. I can't accept that ring. And she said, well, too bad. I already gave it to you. And she is just, even before this, I'm not saying that this is why she is one of the kindest women I've ever met. I'm saying this because she is one of the kindest women I've ever met. Yeah, she's just really sweet. I like that. I'm gonna darken it up though with Brick House, which was the darker of the two, which was this one. So far I really, really like this eyeshadow palette. Like, it is blending beautifully. The colors are going on so nice. And I'm just barely touching my brush into this palette, and it's just going on so soft. I think someone is up. Sounds like someone's walking around in the kitchen. Yeah, so she gave me the ring and I was just in shock. Really in shock. That was just really kind. And so I should have left work feeling very grateful. One, grateful that I have a job and that I'm able to work, and two, that I have you know, wonderful clients that really like me and appreciate me and enjoy my company enough to keep returning, because they don't have to. I mean, you know, you can find a really good nail tech anywhere. Your nail tech skills are what bring them in, but I like to say nail artist because we do a lot of nail art, and it is an art. But your skills bring them in. Your personality keeps them coming back. Because if you do good nails and you're still kind of a jerk, that they can get someone else to do their nails that maybe they connect with more. And most of the time, that's what they'll tell me is that they've been looking for somebody that they could connect with, that they could have a friendship with, a relationship with, you know, someone that they can, that they enjoy sitting with, because you're basically sitting there holding hands for about an hour or two. So you want to kind of like each other, right? I hope that someone's in the kitchen, because if not, that means my dogs are tearing shit up. So I'm going on the bottom with a mixture of Bordeaux and Brick House, and I'll show you, and that's these two colors. I think I'm going to go in with one of the shimmers too. On top, obviously, on the bottom, but I used to never ever put makeup under my eyes. I always thought it closed my eyes off, and I never did it. And I finally went one day, I saw my daughter, she did her makeup and it was so pretty, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna try it. I mean, what's the worst that happens? I have to wash it off. And it just looked so pretty on her, so I tried it and I actually liked it, and I've been doing it ever since. And now I feel like when I don't, my eye makeup looks weird. That's how used to it I've gotten. I feel like it kind of went up too high, but like in person, it feels like my eyeshadow went up too high, but whatever. Yeah, so I should be very, very thankful, but I was not thankful. I was in a very, very crap mood. I was upset because I had to stay late to do somebody that I didn't really, like, I thought they weren't gonna come because they were late, and so I was like, oh, I get to go home. And then they walked in, oof. So I put a little bit of silver screen, and I think that was not a good idea because it's silver and this is very warm. So let's try to get that off because that was not a good idea. We're gonna save that color for another day. If you see these, I have vitiligo. I've talked about it before, but I haven't really said too much about it. Vitiligo is an autoimmune disease where your body fights the pigment in your skin. It's already pretty much completely taken it out of my lips. I am missing some pigment in my my eyelids, my fingertips, only some of them. I've got it on my couple of my knuckles, right there on my hand. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with my eyelid. Oh, look at that. That's so pretty. Oh, I wish you could, like, look at that. Yeah, I think maybe that one. That one's really pretty. It's called Hollywood. Ooh, or no, we're gonna do laced. I kind of have like a way I do my makeup, and I really need to kind of get out of that because I'm a little too, I don't know, I'm just very consistent. I like to do my makeup a specific way. I can do lots of different colors, but I like to do it a certain way, and I need to kind of switch up. Oh yeah, we're gonna do this one. So yeah, I need to kind of switch it up a little bit. I've gotten where I do my makeup with different colors the same exact way. Do you know what I mean? Which I need to stop. I'm telling you, my house is never quiet. I just wanted a really, like, nice, like, relaxing video of just me talking to you guys and, you know, us relaxing together and enjoying a morning of makeup and coffee. Yeah, I really, really like this palette. I think he did a really good job. These have actually blended easier than most palettes that I have, except for, I would say, my Natasha Denona ones blend pretty easily as well, and so do my Pat McGrath's. This is, yeah, laced is beautiful. This is just like a really, this is what it looks like here. It's this one. Laced. So what I ended up using was laced. This one, which is Bordeaux, and then Brick House right here, and then all over the lid with that one, which is muted. And then the original one that I put on my lid that I took off with this one because it looks really light, but it has a very, very pink shift to it, and I did not want that. We'll save that for another time. It's pretty, very pretty, but it's not what I wanted. Not today. Yeah, I don't know where you guys live, but in Utah, we get a lot of snow. I'm gonna use my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeliner. Oh my gosh, my dogs are killing me. And I'm trying to find a new mascara because I've been using Milk's Kush mascara, and I've noticed lately that it literally, by the end of the day, it's flaked all over my face, which is so weird because it didn't used to do that. I mean, it was my, like, my favorite. Well, it was like the 4th mascara that I tried once I got my eyelashes, you know, my extensions taken off. Because, like I've said before, you have to remember, I didn't use mascara for 5 years. So I had no idea what was out there as far as mascaras, because I was using, I had eyelash extensions, so I didn't ever use any of that. And I didn't use eyeliner, so I didn't know, you know. Ooh, oh no. Dropped my thing on my palette, but it didn't do anything, thank goodness. So I used to pride myself on my wing, man. I used to do such a great wing. I remember going to Nordstrom one time. I think I was like 17, maybe 18. And I was heading over to the MAC counter, and the Bobbi Brown counter lady stopped me. And she said, which counter did your eyeliner? And I laughed, and I was like, I did it. And she was like, you should work here. And I was like, thanks. You know, walked off. And after that, I was like all cocky about my eyeliner skills. And now I cannot put eyeliner on to save my life. I swear, 5 years of not doing something really does make you forget. I was looking at my eyelashes today from using the new lash, and oh my gosh, they've gotten really long. I mean, I'm not talking about, like, they're not like long like they were when I was a kid, but they're super long compared to what they were when I took off my eyelash extensions. I took a before picture just because I wanted to make sure that I wasn't using this for nothing. You know what I mean? Because new lash isn't cheap. It's $100. And I wanted to make sure that I was spending that and getting my money's worth. So I took a before picture, and then I took another picture probably about maybe 3 weeks ago. and I could see a difference. And then I took another, like I looked today, I was just looking at my lashes and I was like, wow, I think it's working. But at the same time, I'm like, is it that, or is it just that my lashes are growing back, you know? Like, I don't know. The one thing I will know is when I stop using it, because I bought it at the Nordstrom anniversary sale. Well, okay, that's a lie. I mean, I did buy it at the Nordstrom anniversary sale, but I had bought one before that. They were on sale at Dillard's. And so I bought one and I used that. And then I bought a new kit because at the Nordstrom anniversary sale, they were buy one, get one free. And I was like, dude, that you can't beat that. It's $100 free. So of something I would have already, bought anyway. And so I bought it. Oh, right now I'm using a different mascara. So I'm using the L'Oreal Voluminous Hydro Rouge. I didn't realize until yesterday that this is waterproof bullshit. I hate waterproof mascara, but when I used it yesterday, I noticed that it was not all over my face like my Kush one. But I do have to go today and possibly go today because I don't know if I want to go anywhere and find a new mascara. Actually, yeah, I have to go today. I need to quit using the Kush because not on top of it flaking all over my face. When I put it on my bottom lashes, it transfers really bad, and that drives me insane. Oh, I was gonna do lashes. I forgot. Dang it. That's okay. I'll just leave it like this. I was wondering though why when I opened this, I thought maybe it was because it was old, but it had never been opened. But it's a drier formula, and it's because I'm guessing it's because it's waterproof, because I've used this before, but it was many years ago, so maybe, this is also a way drier formula than the Kush. The Kush's brush is huge, and it gives you way too much product. I'm always having to wipe it off before I use it, because if not, I will get it all over my eyelid because the brush is so fat. It's kind of like the Mansour Big brush. I think that, if I'm correct, because I've never used it, but I looked at it and I remember the brush being like gigantic. And I was like, you gotta be effing kidding me. Like, who can use that? Cow? Like with cow eyes? Like big old cow eyelashes? But then again, I've heard so many good things about that mascara. And yeah. I really like this. I think I'm gonna go and buy the version that's just not waterproof. If you guys have any suggestions though on some mascaras, I would greatly appreciate any, because feel like I was just born yesterday and I don't know what to use. I do remember really liking, is it Better Than Sex mascara by Benefit? Is that I can't even remember. No, They Are Real. That one. I remember really liking that one back in the day, so maybe I should just try that again. I remember feeling like that was the best mascara I'd ever used in my entire life. So I don't know why I didn't buy that instead of the Kush mascara. Hey, they don't look very long, but they're getting there. They were pretty pitiful before. I mean, like, it was really sad. I could not believe the damage. Like, everyone's like, oh, eyelash extensions don't cause damage. The lash technician does. No, that's not true, because your eyelashes are just meant to protect your eyes, and putting anything on them, even mascara and curling them, is going to damage them. I mean, it's the same thing with the hair on your head. Our hair was made to protect us and keep us warm. And so when you start to mess with it and dye it and do all that stuff, it's going to ruin it. So imagine putting lashes on top of lashes for 5 years. I was not even planning on not putting them back on. That was just going to be a break. I was just going to take a small break because I kind of wanted to see what was going on underneath those lashes, because I literally hadn't taken them off in that long. And then once I saw like what they looked like, I was like, yeah, I should not put these back on. I need to let my eyelashes do their job and protect my eyes and not cover them in lash extensions. Although they are beautiful, lash extensions look so nice. So yeah, and I was thinking of doing a giveaway once I reach 1,000 subscribers. And it's gonna be just some of the high-end luxury items that I really like. But I don't know what I should do because my channel's growing so slowly, which is fine. It's how it's gotta, you know, naturally grow, I guess, slowly. So I was going to, but I thought by the time it gets to 1,000, it's gonna be a whole new season. You know, I've got like 640 something, and I love every single one of them, but I really want to give some stuff away. I have so much makeup that I've never used that is not expired that I think someone else could really enjoy. So maybe I'll figure out how to do a different kind of a giveaway that has nothing to do with subscriber count, because I mean, who cares, right? Oh my gosh. I feel like I look the same as I always do. But I do really, really, really enjoy this palette. It's beautiful. Guys, you guys, like, if you can't afford it, dude, you have to get it. I'm using Foxy. I kind of want this a little bit more blown out than what I'm getting. And it stopped snowing and the sun's coming out. So it's got a little brighter in here, which is good. And I brought this. This is literally the best setting spray. It's called Fix It and Forget It by Lancome. Dude, the mister on this is so soft. It is literally like you're spraying yourself like with nothing. Do you see, like, I don't know if you could see that. Obviously my eyes are open. But the mister on it is just so delicate. Like, it, after I used that, and then I tried using the MAC. Oh my gosh, I felt like I was like spraying myself in the face with a sink sprayer, like a hose. It was just too much. I'm really enjoying the Scott Barnes cheek palette. I think it's beautiful. I have on, I brought it down here with me just in case. And I worked with this, and it was not that bad. Like, I mean, it still kind of makes me a little nervous, a little scary, but it wasn't as scary as I was last night. So I used Minimalist, which is this one. And then I put a little bit of Mango Fizz on top and a tiny bit of Striker Rose. Oh my gosh, dude, these, they're stunning. I'm telling you, they're so beautiful. He did such a great job. They feel like they're like it's nothing. Like there's nothing on your hand when you touch them. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me. I enjoyed having you guys here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Have a wonderful Sunday.